Right, so now we begin with Al-Ahqaf, chapter 46. And like Al-Jathiyah, it begins with Ha Mim Tanzilul Kitab min Allahil Azizil Hakim. The descent of the book is from Allah, the exalted in power and the judicious. Again, then it continues to talk about the heavens and the earth and its creation again. ما خلقنا السماوات والأرض وما بينهما إلا بالحق. We did not create the heavens and the earth and what is between them except in truth. وأجل مسمى, for a term appointed. So here we begin again with the creation of the heavens and the earth, the reality of the human being, the top reality and the bottom reality, where his head is and where his feet are. And then it relates this situatedness of the human being to the book. It says, do you see what it is you invoke besides Allah? So invoking Allah is the subject now, and it says, show me what they have created on the earth or what they have a share in heavens. And then it says very interestingly, Atuni bil kitab min qabli hada. So bring me a book which is before this. What is this referring to? This is referring to the reality of the human being. The Quran is the only book which deals with this primordial reality, and there is no book before it which can do so. Next we have the unbelievers' reaction, or the concealers' reaction. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and those who have rejected, right, they say, if this was a good thing, لَوْ كَانَ خَيْرًا, if this was a good thing, those who have gone before would have believed in it. And this is basically the response they give, and they say that this is ifkun kadim, which is an old lie. So, and what is the reaction of this? Well, it says وَمِن قَبْلِهِ كِتَابٌ مُوسَى. So the book of Musa, imaman wa rahmah. So in order for us to understand this, we need to activate the book of Musa, Musa's system. Imaman wa rahmah, it's forward. Imaman means to be in front of something. وَهَذَا كِتَابٌ, and this book, مُصَدِّقًا لِسَانًا عَرَبِيًّا, it confirms faultless language. So its faultlessness in language will confirm this message. لِيُنْذِرَ الَّذِي نَظَلَمُوا وَبُشْرَى لِلْمُحْسِنِينَ, and it will warn those who oppress and give good news to those who do good. This is essentially the message of Musa, and it's being repeated here. A particular shortcoming is also mentioned, and that is the people of Ad. And from verse 21 to verse 25, it talks about the people of Ad, and they, even though they understood that something was coming, a punishment of God was coming, their jahiliyyah aspect, or them being superficial, it got in the way. So this is one thing which this chapter is now emphasizing, the jahil aspect, how to not be jahil or be superficial. The previous chapter, Al-Jathiyah, talked about hadith, your personal experience, the events in your life. Here it talks about being superficial. So that shows a relation. Then we hear about the jinns listening to the Quran. And they say, they went to warn their own people, and they talked about a book after Musa. And musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi, and it is confirming what is between its two powers. Yahdi ila al-haq, it guides to the truth. Wa ila tariq mustaqim, and to a straight road. So now the jinn are mentioned. Why are the jinn mentioned here? Well, the jinn being extraordinary human beings with a higher capacity. They understand the Quran better because the Quran speaks to your higher human potential. And this, you can see this in chapter 72 verse 1, which talks about the jinn. When they listen to the Quran, they say, this is an amazing Quran. So the jinn aspects of ourselves, they relate to the ability of the Quran to amaze us, because that's what the Quran is about. The Quran is about the development of our human potential. So this verse, this chapter ends with the perseverance required to enact this project. It says, فَأَصْبِرْ كَمَا صَبَرَ أُولُو الْأَزْمِ. So be patient in the way the Ulul Azm were patient. Ulul Azm are traditionally known as the 5 messengers, but here we can just take the literal meaning, those who are fortified from the Rasul. Because some Rasuls, maybe they did not show the sabr which was required. And then it says that it is our duty to simply make the message reach. Balagh, yeah, al-balagh, that's our message. And it ends with a very interesting rhetorical question. It says, فَهَلْ يُهْلَكْ, who will be destroyed? إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ, except the people who do not strive in the way of Allah. Al-Fasiqun, they take liberties, they don't strive in God's way. So here we have it, these 2 chapters, they are dealing with your personal experience and how you interact with your personal experience. And you can see examples from the prophets and the rhetoric required for you to interact with the signs. So this closes off our Ha-Mim analysis. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll be looking at 3 chapters, which are chapters 47, Muhammad or Al-Qital, chapter 48, Al-Fath, and chapter 49, Al-Hujurat. These are hard chapters. They're definitely much more instructive than the chapters we've been looking at in the last 3 days. Thank you very much for your viewership. We're almost at the end of Ramadan 2011 now. Inshallah, by next week we'll be finished. And then perhaps we can start a new kind of reading, one which is more meticulous, one which focuses on text rather than context. Thank you very much for your viewership. Bye.